What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I'm Harry, and today we are making some Sichuan peppercorn chicken. That's right, we're gonna dry brine a beautiful bird from the butcher, season it up with a Sichuan peppercorn based rub, smoke it off and build some beautiful crispy skin and golden color. Then we'll pair this bird with the ultimate homemade chili crisp for the most unique bite in backyard barbecue. Looking to take your smoked chicken game to the next level? The horse has got your back. Let's get it.
Harry the Horse Barbecue.
Sichuan peppercorns are an ingredient commonly used in Chinese cooking. This ingredient is loved so much because it adds a floral and spicy flavor to dishes, and it's also notorious for its numbing sensation that it leaves on your tongue. Now, contrary to popular belief, the Sichuan peppercorn is actually not a peppercorn. It's actually a berry that grows on ash bushes, and it's actually closer related to citrus than it is to peppercorns. Additionally, what makes these peppercorns so unique is that they're harvested once a year in late summer, so they can be pretty difficult to find and a little bit expensive. Now, in order to make this Sichuan peppercorn chicken, we gotta go back to last night where I decided to dry brine this bird. Let's take you back. So in order to make this Sichuan peppercorn chicken, we gotta go shopping for chicken. And let's go. Whole chicken. Now, I picked up this chicken from my guys over at Marbled Meat Shop. I had to go with a high quality chicken for this amazing recipe. So enough horsing around, let's get this chicken out of the pack. Now, the first step in making the best smoked chicken, I highly recommend starting out with a spatchcock, followed by a nice overnight dry brine. A little snip, snip. And take a look at this beautiful little birdo. So we'll give her a flip around, and I'll use just a standard pair of kitchen shears straight down the back. And with Thanksgiving right around the corner, you know we're saving the spine for some stock. And now that our spine is removed, we're gonna give this a whack right in the breastbone. Give her a flip, a spin, just relax, and oh, that feels better. A little press down on the breast afterwards, and you've got a beautifully flat spatchcock chicken. Now we'll give her a flip around, and we're gonna start this dry brining process by hitting this bird with some kosher salt. Now, I'm sure y'all are familiar with the dry brine. The salt is going to penetrate the meat, giving it flavor all the way through. The salt is also gonna help dry out the skin of the bird. This was about a 3.5 pound chicken that I picked up, so it definitely can over salt real easily. So just a nice even coating all the way around. And it's as easy as that. There's nothing to it when it comes to dry brining any kind of poultry. Now, one thing I did do was tuck the wings back, but this chicken is headed to the fridge overnight, elevated on this wire rack. So I'll see y'all in the AM. That chicken's been dry brining away overnight. But while we're still waiting, let's whip up some homemade chili oil to go with this Sichuan peppercorn chicken. And we have to start with the star of the show, whole dried red chilies. Now, there are a ton of recipes out there for homemade chili oil. A more traditional route would be to go with these whole red chilies. I just picked these up at a local Asian market. You could buy your whole red chilies online. You could buy Sichuan chili flakes that are already crushed up, or you can go the super simple route and just use some basic dried red chili flakes. So let's crush these up. Smelling kind of peppery, maybe a little spicy right off the bat. So we're gonna throw as many as we can into a spice grinder. And here we have some beautiful, freshly ground red chilies. Woo! Definitely tingles the nostrils when you give it a smell. All right, and our red chilies are all ground up. Let's start to assemble the base of our chili oil. So first in with our red chilies, next in with some sesame seeds, some kosher salt, some granulated sugar, a little bit of white pepper, a little bit of paprika, just to enhance that red color. And then into here, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of sesame oil and a little bit of soy sauce. Low sodium. All right, and this is gonna hit the bricks for a little bit while we prepare the rest of our ingredients. Now we're gonna start on our crisp component of our chili oil. Let's start with some garlic. I'm just gonna shave this down into some thin little pieces. One little baby knob of ginger. And one large shallot. Now we're gonna start toasting off some spices that'll help flavor and give a good aroma to this chili oil. Sichuan peppercorns, some clove, 2 star anise pods, and a cinnamon stick. Now we're just gonna toast these off on a low heat until they become fragrant and start to release some of their oils. All right, our spices are nice and toasty and fragrant. We'll set these aside. Let's start the oil. All right, this chili oil base is gonna start with avocado oil. So a bunch of that going in. Now this is the trickiest part. You don't want your oil to heat up in excess of 300 or 350 degrees. You really don't wanna burn everything. All right, our oil is sitting around 300 degrees, so we're gonna drop in our shallots. And we'll let these go for a little bit until they're looking nice and golden brown. All right, about 10 minutes on a very low fry. These shallots are looking good, so we're gonna pour them through a strainer into another pot, and a bunch of crispy shallots are done. Let's repeat with the garlic and the ginger. All right, next in with our sliced garlic. Again, a low heat, around 300 degrees or so. All right, our garlic is starting to brown just a little bit, so we're gonna go in with our minced ginger, and we'll let these go until they're nice and brown. Now just a few minutes on this garlic and shallots, and we'll do the same thing. We'll strain it out, and that is a perfect golden brown. We'll add that to our crisp collection. I'm gonna fry off those aromatics that we toasted, and then I'm gonna strain them out because I don't wanna be picking through Sichuan peppercorns and cloves and star anise pods when I'm eating my chili oil. So in we go. And we'll give these a good fry for a few minutes. And after about 5 minutes on these aromatics, we're gonna strain them out. Now, if I took all this hot oil and dumped it right into this jar, we run the risk of exploding the jar. So I'm gonna take my little measuring cup here, and I'm gonna take a little bit of the hot oil and start to temper this spice mix a little bit at a time, just so it's not a huge shock when we start to pour the rest of the oil in. Maybe give that a quick mix around. Now that the bubbling has stopped, I'm gonna give this a little bit of another mix around. Now the foaming that you get is a good thing because you're kind of frying some of the chilies, you're frying some of the sesame seeds, garlic, those shallots, that ginger. So we're gonna add those back in. I cannot wait to try this. Oh my goodness. And this is a condiment you could literally put on anything. Holy cow, this is looking freaking beautiful. All right, our chili oil has cooled down to the point where we could actually handle it and give it a taste. So a little bit of this, little tingly, little heat, getting a little bit of that numbing sensation from those Sichuan peppercorns. Yeah, I'll be putting this on pretty much everything moving forward. Let's move this to the side and make our rub for our chicken. Now we can't call this Sichuan peppercorn chicken without having a base for this rub being Sichuan peppercorns. So here I've got Sichuan peppercorns that I toasted off and ground with a mortar and pestle. Now you may be saying to yourself, Mr. Horse, where can I find Sichuan peppercorns? At the butcher they had this, tribute peppers from Fly by Jing. And the major ingredient is just Sichuan peppercorns. So we're going in. And I pretty much have everything in equal amounts here, like some 16 mesh black pepper, some granulated garlic, granulated onion, and I'm actually gonna go a little lighter on this with some Chinese 5 spice. So about a half a part of that in relation to everything else. Give that a mix up. And there we go. No salt needed because we dry brine that bird. Speaking of, let's go check on her. Bird's been dry brining for about 18 hours, so let's season up this bird. She's looking nice and dried out, skin is tightened up, and for a little bit of extra flavor, I'm gonna go down with a touch of sesame oil as a binder, just to continue with that Asian flavor profile that we're going with. And on with our Sichuan peppercorn rub. This is all opportunities to build amazing flavor all the way around this bird. Hold your horses, that smells ridiculous. Flip around, just a skosh more sesame oil, and down with a little more of our rub. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to change it up this Thanksgiving, you could definitely run this recipe for the holidays. But man, oh man, this bird is looking wall to wall beautiful. I'm excited for this. This bird is all seasoned up and it's ready for the cooker. So let's go fire up the cooker. Daggum wind, snake nests. Gotta let the coals get hot. Sweet. All right, y'all, the cooker's on its way up to about 250 to 275 degrees. We wanna cook this chicken pretty hot and pretty fast so we can hopefully get some crispy skin. Let's go grab that chicken and get it on. Let's go. Some Sichuan peppercorn chicken up and under. Okay, now we're gonna take our spatchcock bird and we're gonna put it pretty close to the fire. Something about like that. All right, y'all, this beautiful chicken is positioned pretty close to the firebox. That high heat is gonna help roast those Sichuan peppercorns, brown up that skin and crisp it up real nice, and leave us some juicy chicken at the end of the day. No water pans in this one, but I've got the damper to the smokestack wide open, and our fire is ideally rocking between 275 and 300 degrees. I'll bring y'all back when this chicken's looking crispy, but until then, let's close it down. Boom, shakalaka. All right, y'all, we are steadily rocking around 275 to 300 degrees. Only about an hour and a half in on this cook. And goodness gracious, this bird is looking amazing. It is not coming through on camera, but this bird has a beautiful golden hue all the way around. Nothing's burning, especially these wingtips or even these little ends of the drums back here. And my house and even outside just has this beautiful aroma of different spices like those Sichuan peppercorns, super floral. I mean, I am just digging these flavors. All we're gonna do at this point is let this chicken smoke away for a wee bit and monitor temps of the breast and the thighs with this Typher Instaprobe core. About 133 in the breast, and we're in the 150s in the thigh. And I make no commission off of this thermometer, but I'm gonna drop a discount code below where you guys can save 10% off of your purchase. I highly recommend picking this one up. But at this point, we got about 20 degrees to go on this chicken. So I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful November night. Look how beautiful that moon is. Maybe crack open a blue, and I'll meet y'all back when we're ready to slice on into this chicken. And after about 2.5 hours on the smoker, let's check out this beautiful bird. Have y'all ever seen a more beautifully golden bird all the way around? Dare I say this chicken is not horsing around? And good Lord, that Sichuan peppercorn rub has created this beautiful spicy bark on the outside. My goodness, I cannot wait for this. You might have guessed it from the thumbnail of this video. I just poured a bunch of that chili oil all over 1/2 of this chicken, and it smells incredible. I can't even get over it, but enough horsing around, let's get into this beast. I don't think you can get much better than that, y'all. OMGZ. And I'm gonna take a little bit more of this right over the top of that thigh. The best bite on the bird. Here we go, y'all. Whoa, that is crazy. That is incredible. It's hard for me to describe what's going on here, but it's so addicting and I cannot stop. Making the nose run a little bit, little spice on the back end, but there is something about this that has an addictive quality where I'm immediately wanting to just go and get more. Woo! This Sichuan peppercorn chicken and homemade chili oil is so good, I just can't stop. No. Seriously, a Sichuan peppercorn chicken wing? You know I won't say nay to that. There is something about this where I have to keep taking bites. It's almost like umami punched you in the mouth with flavor. You have this beautiful rounded smoke flavor, but then you have that salty chicken from that dry brine. Those Sichuan peppercorns leave your lips tingling. Then you've got those beautiful accent flavors with that garlic, that pepper, and that Chinese 5 spice rounds it out. Then the chili oil comes in with a massive addition of flavor. This one is seriously not horsing around. Now the real test is this breast. That rhymed. That breast is looking beautiful. Sop up that bad mama jamma. Top it with some of those crunchies. Hold your horses. This Sichuan peppercorn chicken is ridiculous. My mouth right now feels like a mix between Pop Rocks and a sparkler. Just popping off with flavor. What could I possibly do to quell the tingling sensation that's going on in my mouth? A blue should do the trick. It's almost like these blues were made to pair perfectly with this Sichuan peppercorn chicken. This chicken has got me tingling all over. So I'm gonna go sleep this one off and dream of some peppery lyrics. Here we go. Whoa, I'm feeling tingly in this dream. Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, we made a chicken, you can call it Sichuan. Peppercorns are tingling and leave your mouth stunned. Chili oil packing flavor and it's a ton. Hit that sub button, be a new addition. Thank y'all for tuning in to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Every subscription really helps me out. You know we got some crispiness chili oil, so go ahead and leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below if I did Sichuan peppercorns justice, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we're posting new content. And you can follow me on Instagram at Harry the Horse Barbecue. Tag me so I can see what y'all are cooking because it really inspires me to get outside and cook. And with that being said, there's only one more thing, y'all. This one is going straight to the horse's mouth. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. I love that tingling sensation.